How are you feeling? It's the morning after the night before. Arsenal crash out of the Champions League. Dejected, annoyed, disappointed, upset. They're the words I'd use. It's not great, is it? I mean, City also crash out to Real Madrid, but we'll discuss the Arsenal game here today. If you do enjoy, please be sure to like and subscribe for more from me and also Alex whenever he's back on the channel. As I said, disappointed, upset. Let's get into it. The game ultimately was lost in the first leg. 2 goals that we conceded from our own fault. Raya in no man's land for the first, and then allowing Sane to run at you for the second for the penalty. That is where the game was lost. It wasn't lost to last night by Martinelli losing Kimmich. The game was lost in the 2 goals that were our own fault and our own doing. Without individual mistakes, we would have won, but mistakes are part of football, as Arteta always tells us. I just feel sad. I just feel disappointed. The team... It's hard to not feel let down by that performance because he could have done so much better. But it's part of football. This is our first time, our first go in the Champions League in 7 years, something like that. Our first time in a quarter-final in over 10. So, in terms of performance-wise, we were not the favourites going into the Champions League. That said, we could have beaten Bayern. I do think we would have gone out in the semi to Real if we had. And so, therefore, are we probably grateful for the less games? Especially in this run-in where there's 6 games to go and we have to win every single one? Maybe. That's a bittersweet though, and I feel that the online reaction to the game overall has been frigging absurd. Arteta's clearly the right man for the job, let me reiterate that. These players have given us so many highs in the last few years. And there are people saying he's been there 5 years, spent so much, blah, 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 blah. They don't take into context that when he joined, there was a broken dressing room, there was a Aubameyang being a pain in the arse. There was so many things terminally wrong with the club, and since Arteta's come in, he's turned it all around. We've gone from an 8th place back-to-back finish with him to our first season in the Champions League reaching the quarters and becoming one of the best teams in the country. All while winning 1 FA Cup and 2 Community Shields, but granted, not the best trophies, but we're challenging. We're challenging on the top front, and to chuck him under the bus now or get rid of him like some people are suggesting, that just wouldn't work. It would just be wrong. We've built the squad in his image. We've got some world-class talents. Let's stick behind the team. With that said, though, you can context the issues at play. The fact that we were not competitive last night in the second half when we should have been. The fact that we need a goal-scoring striker, and it's more evident in those type of games than ever. Yes, you can get through in the Premier League by playing Havertz and Jesus and getting goals from different members of the squad. But when it comes down to that cutting edge, that game that you need a goal to break down the opposition, it was seen in the Aston Villa game, for example, in the first half. We were dominant, but didn't have that final product. That's when you need someone to put it in the net. The issue going forwards is who? Who's out there? There's talk of Gyökeres, but is he really up to the standard that we need to win the Premier League? Osimhen, you'd imagine, is out of Arsenal's price range. So who actually is out there right now that's ready-made for that striker role? Because they will have to also work their arse off. They will have to be good enough to drop deep at times. They just need to be a goal-scoring version of that. You're looking for the perfect player, and I don't think he exists. And that's the sad, sorry state of it. Even Haaland has his downsides, as seen recently. But whilst at the moment I feel dejected, I feel awful, Arsenal do this to you. There's that gut-wrenching feeling at the bottom of my stomach that's like, I have been let down by this team and I can't do anything about it. My mood is dictated by 11 men kicking a ball on the pitch. But Arsenal, with Arsenal, is the hope that kills. And that's all it is. We could have won that game. We could have won over the 2 legs. Self-inflicted issues. But you've got to context it. First season in Champions League, hopefully they learn from this. There's lots to be positive about, even though it's dark right now. 2 losses in a row, Villa and Bayern. Now we just need to go on. Hopefully the wheels don't come off. We can beat Wolves. And then, if we win every game, I'm confident we'll win the league. I know City could win every game, but you can't imagine they're going to. And I can't imagine we're going to win every game. That's a sorry state. I think City will win the league, but if we win every game, I'd be confident. It's just not going to happen. And that's the unfortunate state of football. So yeah, this is me trying to put into words my emotions for the last 20, not even 12 hours, whatever it is, since the game finished. We're out of the Champions League. I wouldn't say we're bottlers, because we lost one game in 2024 in the league. And it's April. So it's nowhere near the context of last season. It was a 3-horse race. And we could still win the league, but maybe it's a bittersweet. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. We won't know till the end of the season. City being out of the Champions League is also an issue, but they had to play extra time. But then they've got the FA Cup next. Let's hope they go to extra time in that. Haaland and KDB might have picked up an injury. It's all we got to hope for, Arsenal fans. It is. But yeah, as I said, please be sure to like and subscribe. Just a bit of a different thing. Different vibe, a disappointing vibe. But what can we do? We have to move, we have to support the team, we have to watch Arsenal next time out. Come on. Let's go. I just feel so dejected, I can't lie. But yeah, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe. I don't know when Alex will be back. Hopefully soon. See you in a bit.